Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here. This time reviewing on Ultimate Comics Ultimate Enemy, issue number 1. Now, as you know, the Ultimate Comics Doomsday series was meant to be a large mini-series with Ultimate Enemy, Ultimate Mystery, and Ultimate Doom. And the story is meant to focus mainly on the Marvel heroes from the Ultimate Universe, as well as the remnants of the Ultimate Fantastic Four dealing with a dangerous threat. So the cover, you mainly have Ben Grimm, Spider-Man, Spider-Woman and all the others looking on in horror about what's going to happen. And let's go on the story. It starts off how Jessica Drew is looking on at the Roxxon Corporation, where she was meant to be created, which happened during the Ultimate Clone Saga. Then suddenly she notices something, and some giant-like substance comes out of the building. She mainly goes in and says, "You idiots! What have you done now? What did you do? I didn't do that. Well, someone did. Help! Hold on! Oh God!" And so she mainly gets them safely, and mainly assumes that they're responsible. And I get it that she's quick to assume this, and most people would quick to assume something if there was something serious happening. So she mainly goes in to try and rescue the employees and that, and looks on shockfully, and sees that the substance is spreading around, so has to go in and try and stop it, and with her saying, "What the hell?" So we're shown at Reed Richards' house, where we see Reed Richards sleeping on the sofa, and with his dad saying, "No, I told him he lives in this house, he contributes abuse. This is bull, Mary. He's had a rough time of it. Just support him." And I get it, Reed's dad is quick to make him get off the sofa and do work, but keep in mind that his girlfriend left him, and the ultimatum did affect everyone. I get it that he expects everyone to pick up after themselves, and you kind of notice how he looks much different from his older appearance. I guess this could mean he's had plastic surgery done, or either that, or shaved his mustache off to avoid anyone knowing him. So just then as Reed looks on his computer, he tries to stop his dad, but then the house blows up, and presumably killing everyone. So we're shown on the streets, where it's revealed that mainly Susan Storm is mainly still living in the Baxter building, while everyone is left, and sees Ben Grimm saying, "Benjamin! Susie!" "Excuse me, Captain Benjamin Grimm. How about that? You look all grown up." So mainly Susan points out that, that she's basically finishing off old work that before they got their powers, and she does point out that Johnny's now in school and living with Peter Parker and that's mainly with Ultimate Comics Spider-Man. So they do talk about the old days, and asks if she gets lonely, and says, "Lonely? This is New York. You couldn't be lonely if you tried. And I got Dave and the other Dave, they're always out there. Military guards ain't company." So mainly Ben admits his feelings to her, and Susan looks on, thinking that she's not ready for another relationship, and another piece of Ben falls off. Now, keep in mind that with one of the Ultimate stories, Ben Grimm did lose a part of himself, and it kind of gives you that hint that something's happening to him. She looks on, and he says, "Someone to remember me by." Ben! So suddenly the substance attacks the Baxter building, and Ben looks on in shock, and tries to stop it, Well, an unknown person is having a drink and meal, but something happens with a giant creature, and it attacks the restaurant, killing everyone, and turns out the guy's Nick Fury, and has to deal with whatever this thing is, saying, "You have no one to blame but yourself, Nick Fury." And ending the story with a big explosion. I have to admit, the first issue isn't bad. I think what makes it interesting, it kind of shows that even after the ultimatum, evil and even people will still pick up the pieces and still march on. And it kind of gives you this glimpse of what's going to happen. So I think it deserves a thumbs up. Still good and still alright. So, Comic Reviewy here, signing out.